Hello, fantastic manifesting miracle women. I want to send you a little recap of our last meeting. We meet every Thursday at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 3:30 in Europe. And we have people joining us from both sides of the Atlantic, which is really fun. So last Thursday, we worked with gratitude. We have up until now worked a lot with writing scripts, expressing gratitude for what we would like to see happen. So we have been writing, I am so happy and grateful now that, and then we would write in the present tense the things that we would like to manifest. And that's a very effective tool both to write and to speak out loud, to start feeling the vibration of, what if it were really so? So if you say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have a beautiful home in the countryside, say that's what you want, then you say it out loud and you write that in your journal every day, even many times a day. And you just kind of start doing a little make-believe, pretending. When my daughter was little, I caught her lying about something, and she looked at me and she was just surprised that I would call her a liar. And she said, Mama, I am not lying. I am pretending. Which of course is a really fine line for little kids who are constantly, pretending to be a queen, pretending to be a pauper, pretending to be a baker. And they had a huge dress-up box. And when they were in those modes, they really carried themselves like, the little orphan in the woods, or the queen or the king. They would take on that vibration and play with that. So in effect, we're asking ourselves to be like little kids again, that we step into that creative, playful place where we say, you know what, this is what I am. It is what I am. It is really what I am. And then you say it enough and you start attracting that reality to you. So that's in a nutshell what the law of attraction is. But there are other practices that are like the fertile ground for these seeds of gratitude for something that hasn't yet fully manifested to grow really well. And the fertile soil is soil of gratitude. So not just gratitude for all the wonderful things that are yet to come, but gratitude for what has already been or is present right now. So the first exercise we did last Thursday was gratitude for things in every area of our life. And I invite you to do that right now. Just grab a notebook. It's a brief exercise, but it's very powerful. And I will give you the prompts, and you just write. And if this is too fast and you want to write a little more, well, unlike the class, you have the option with this recording to just pause momentarily and then write some more. Yeah? So grab your pen and paper. And if you don't have it, pause for a moment and then we'll get started. Okay. So the first area you will write about is your health. So write 5 things you're really grateful about your health, your body, your being in the world. And this can be anything that is your strong, vibrant health, things you have recovered from, or it can be how much you exercise, other ways in which your body serves you well and you take care of your body. So let's do that. Just 5 things. Good. All right, finish that. And then the next area is your home. Write 5 things you're really grateful for about your present home, where you live right now. What is there to really be grateful for? And just look around, and if you really don't like your home, you can easily think of someone who has much worse living circumstances, and then suddenly something as simple as having hot water be able to take a shower or be able to cook a meal or have food in the fridge becomes wonderful. But let's just do 5 things that you're really grateful for in regards to your home. Okay, finish that up. Beautiful. And now your family and your community. So the family may be people that are living with you, and then that sort of first ring of friends around you that make up that sense of being part of a group of some sort. Yeah. So anything you can think of, if you're estranged from your family, maybe it's specific friends, and it can certainly also be friends past that meant a lot to you, that even if you're not seeing them presently, they in some way meant something for you. So let's just write down 5 things. Could be 5 people, could be 5 specific things within the friend family group that you're just really grateful for. So let's go. And you're very welcome to write more than 5. So let's just say it's a minimum of 5 for each of these categories. So finish that one up. Okay. And now your work, whatever you do for work, you might be working outside the home, have a job of some sort, vocation, career, or you might be working within the home. So 5 things you're grateful for in regards to the work that you do in the world, whatever form that takes for you. So let's go. Good. Beautiful. And now 5 things you're grateful for in regards to your finances. Yeah. So even if your finances aren't exactly where you would like for them to be, chances are you were able to buy some food, for example. So you could think of things that you have been able to do because of your finances that have supported you in regards to where you are today. So just think of the ways in which money has helped you be where you are and is helping you right now be where you are. Let's go. Just 5 things. Don't overthink it. Good. Let's finish that one. And then spirituality, your personal growth, your sense of inner growth, growing as a human being on that more spiritual personal growth level. So what are 5 things you're really grateful for in that regard? That could be teachers, it could be programs, it could be naming specific leaps you have taken within your spiritual growth. It could be something you're working on your own in regards to spiritual growth. It could be a teacher, it could be a book, a movie, something that has helped you attain a greater degree of maybe equilibrium or a sense of mastering some things within yourself that might have been hard in the past. So let's go. 5 things or people. Good. Okay. And so those are roughly the categories. There might be something that wasn't quite mentioned in these categories that you really have gratitude for that you want to add to that list. I'm just going to give you a moment to think of anything else that somehow didn't fit into these categories that you want to just write down. Just go ahead and do it. I'm so grateful for. Okay, good. And now I invite you to take a look at the list that you just wrote and just see which area of these different areas or little categories where do you have the most discord, something that feels like it's off, that's stressing you out, that you really are hoping to transform, level up, do something a little different for yourself? So just pick an area where you wanna focus. This will be your area of focus for this next step in this manifesting practice. And it's that first one. It was like, yeah, that's if I could just pick one, this is the one that I would choose to work on. Okay. And then now, with the gratitude you have found for certain things that are already manifested, either in the past or are sort of manifesting as we speak, that are more tangible in your life right now. Now think of how you would like that to look. Yeah? So now we take that leap back into writing as though something has already happened that we would like to see happen. Yeah. So either next to it on a separate piece of paper, we're going to now work with this one. And you're going to create 5 new things that you would like to see happen in this area, but write it the same way, the scripting fashion. I'm so happy and grateful now that. And these are now 5 things that would greatly enhance this area of your life. So let's go. Let's do that together. Good. So now that list, just look at that a few times. And you don't have to share this one with anybody. It's okay to have dreams that feel too big to tell anybody, that it would be embarrassing if someone knew how big you were really dreaming. So it's okay to keep some of this close to your chest for now, right? It's still in the nascent state. This little sprouts under the ground, hasn't quite broken through to the sun yet. So all we want to do now is give it lots of love and warmth and water to make sure this grows. And the next exercise is one of the ways in which we'll do that. Because what we give our imagination, our creative attention to, naturally starts to grow on the energetic level. And soon enough, it's going to show up in the physical. Yeah? So it always starts in an idea, as an imagination, as a thought. And then it starts to become more and more tangible the more we kind of dwell on it. So this is where we do want to dwell on something. So look at that list again. The 5 things, maybe it was more. I'm so happy and grateful now that. And then close your eyes, put that list away for now. And now we're going to take this into the imagination space. So sit with eyes closed. Become very aware of your own breath. Your breath is spirit. It's your connection to higher self. It's your direct line to the great beyond from which it is all created. It's the imagination space, the lab, you might say, in which new things are planned before they take form. So by becoming more aware of the breath, we start shifting the channel to the creative space, to the space where everything is possible. Okay, and now imagine yourself watching a scene. And the scene you're watching is one in which you are the main character. Excuse me. And there you are. And maybe all of these 5 things have now taken place. So create with your imagination a scene in which all of these things have now come true. And there was probably one of the 5 that kind of stood out as the most like, wow, yay. So maybe you start with that one. There you are. So who's with you? And what is the tangible evidence that this is now so? What does that look like? Who are you with? What are you doing? Are there any specific things there that make it very clear? Oh, yeah, I really made this. I made this happen. Look at that. And what else? What else was on your list? See what else pops in. And then let's incorporate that somehow into the same scene if you can. Okay, and something else from your list. What else was on the list that seemed really fun? Could be that the first few are so wonderful that, the latter may seem less important, but see if you can incorporate them nevertheless. Okay, so there you are. Watch the scene. What time of day is it? Where is it? And who is there? Okay. And now, I want you to imagine walking as your present self who's observed this future scene. Walk into the scene and step right into yourself. Step into and embody this future self, this part of yourself that has already manifested the things that you are right now, things that you wish to manifest. Now you're there, you're in it. Just feel that. Really be in it. Feel yourself taking on the body of your future self. Be energetically united with that person. And then say to yourself, either out loud or inside yourself, my name is, and then say your full name. And I'm so happy and grateful that I have achieved these things. And then list the things that you have achieved in this scene. And just feel for a moment the satisfaction, the excitement, and the gratitude for having achieved this. And now, if there are a few more things that you would like to add to this visualization, could even be something you'll pull from the other categories from before, that would be nice to incorporate in here. Go ahead and weave that into this scenario. Pull from the other categories. And then add those things into your sentence, a complete sentence now. I am so happy and grateful now that, and then just string it all together. It can be choppy. Just look around and see all of what's in your life now. Beautiful. And now, step out of your future self. Just step out energetically and watch how your future self is still thriving and so grateful and so happy. And you just step back out, come back up onto your perch a little ways away from the scene, still watching it. And now as you've positioned yourself to watch the scene again from the outside, now wrap the whole thing in a pink, beautiful light, like a big bubble of beautiful, loving, rosy light. And now this becomes a beautiful pink bubble that you will now send into the universe to program the universe, the web of the universe, so that all the things that need to come together and fall into place can fall into place all in the right timing, all the right places, all the right people, to make this or something better, if it's for the highest good of everyone involved, happen. So you release it. It starts to take on a translucent pink glow, and you release it. It expands, and poof, it is now dissolved into the universe, not disappeared, but rather entered into the universe to create the circumstances, the events, the people, the attitudes, the actions, the thoughts, the beliefs, all being woven together for your manifestation. And then say inside yourself, if it feels true for you, I am so happy and grateful to be aware of the law of attraction, my capacity to co-create, to manifest. And I take full responsibility for staying in this state and for bringing myself back to a state of positivity, of expectation of the good, and continuously transforming the counter voices as they come up within, without shame, without blame. And there you go. So that was essentially the practice, and this will now allow others that maybe didn't make the class or are not taking the class but would still like to do some of this work to do some of these practices and reap the benefits. Yeah. So I hope to see you for our group on Thursday morning. You can go to www.mariatoso, mariatoso.com. Up on the top, there's a banner that will take you to the Women's Prosperity Group, where we meet weekly to practice manifesting miracles in our lives and for the world. We meet at 8:30 Central Standard Time, 8:30 a.m., and the cost is currently $20. So we hope to see you there. Bye for now.